Bulls Radio Lounge. How is everybody doing? This is the Social Reload Show. I am Bull with Matt the Savior on the other end of this line, hopefully.
Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, there he is, the man with the golden pipes. How are you, my friend?
You know, just here. It's
Just
a Monday. We're here again.
It's a Monday.
We did it again.
We did it again.
Made it to another Monday.
Yeah. So by the way, welcome to the Social Reload Show. I have, just to let you know, I've sort of re-rigged the computers here, so now I can play music and audio bites as we're on the air and not have to mix minus on one computer.
Hey, look at us.
So yeah, so we're going sort of digital slash, mix
Moving
minus
on
digital.
up.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting past the old board deal a little
Oh,
bit.
you're saying screw it, huh?
Well, I'm gonna see how this works, and if this works pretty good, then maybe I'll just stick with this because then my muscle memory will start going where it needs to go. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So then, if this works, then I'll just stick with it and see what happens. You know what I mean?
All right.
But then I did actually grab one sounder that I thought was pretty good. Have you seen the new Arnold commercial
No,
for what he plays Zeus?
I have not. No, I've never known Arnold to be. We're talking about Schwarzenegger, yes?
Yeah.
I've never known him to be. You say Zeus?
Zeus. Yeah, he played Zeus in a car commercial to where it's fairly new.
In a car commercial.
Yeah, it's electric car commercial for I think like Chrysler or something like that. But there was one clip that I pulled that I thought was kind of hilarious, which was this one.
Where will you go?
It's did you hear it?
Where will you go?
I didn't hear it. No.
No.
Where will you
it's not
go?
coming on your end. Weird playback's not coming on your end. But I mean it's coming through on this side, so that's one.
Well, you must hate me then, I guess.
No,
huh?
I don't hate you. That's why I just want to make sure so that way I can notate that.
You said you hate me.
So, anyways, I thought it was a pretty funny clip, so I grabbed it. So that's my idea is to actually start getting some digital, audio effects. That way, when we do little clips, and little articles, and whatever, I can kind of, make like little sounders, like especially if we say something kind of funny. You know what I mean? That I can
Yeah.
grab that and make that into a sounder.
Yeah, man.
So that's kind of the idea. So hopefully this will work. Again, we're trying to, get blood from a stone, and this is our stone that we're trying to get blood from. So,
Yes, sir.
but in any case, there was two stories that were sent to me that I thought might be really funny from Chewy Rocks, the executive producer of the show, or the channel. One of which a physicist creates an AI algorithm that may approve reality as a simulation.
Wait, what?
There was a scientist guy, right, that he may have proven that reality is a matrix, basically.
I want to see this.
Yeah, that's in
What
one
do you
of his
What do you
articles.
think? What do you think?
It's not far fetched. I don't think. I don't think that it's really too. I mean, look at what they can do with freaking. What do you call it? What do you call those Sub-Zero people? The guys that get frozen. You know what I mean? The where they chill your body.
Oh, like cryogenic freezing?
Yeah. I mean, if they could do that, then
I don't think they can. I think that's in the movies.
You don't think they can?
Oh,
All right. Well, I mean, this
I mean,
this
maybe they can, but I don't know. I don't think so.
if you pay enough money, I'm sure you can. You know, I mean
I mean,
that's.
maybe.
I mean, well,
Don't they say that? What's his name?
who?
From Disney,
Walt
isn't he
Disney.
frozen?
Yeah, Walt Disney is.
Walt Disney, yeah, isn't he frozen?
He's frozen in time. He's he's
What
got
do you
the.
think? You think he is?
Again, I wouldn't put it past me because he is Walt Disney. You know what I mean? And he does have the money to do it. So I mean, why
And
why wouldn't he?
you're saying that yeah, he's frozen. He's on ice. They're bringing him back.
I mean, they've done it before with other animals. You know,
Have they?
from my understanding, I've heard them do that before. Where they sat there and they've frozen like a goat or something like that, or a rat, and they bring it back to life. You know,
Huh.
I mean, it's not far fetched. I don't think. I mean, it's in the realm of trying to preserve life. That's mainly what science is, or medical science is about, is preserving life. You know, so what? I mean, why couldn't we? Why couldn't we have
It's
something
because
that?
it causes damage. I would say.
Yeah, but if you've got a solution in your body that will sit there and you know make you not have issues, then what's the problem? What's I mean, I have no problem with it. I mean, if you got the money to do it, then go ahead. You know what I mean?
I
Really,
mean,
I mean that's
sure.
the. I mean, listen. I mean, if you're clinically dead, right, and you've got the money to sit there and spend on cryogenically freezing your body, as joke as it may seem, I mean, go ahead and go do your thing, big dog. I mean that's. So this guy, this physicist, he said that he has created an AI algorithm that can predict planetary orbits. The scientist partially based his work on on the hypothesis, which believes reality is a simulation. The algorithm is being adapted to predict behavior of plasma and can be used on other natural phenomenon. So what do you
Really?
think? I mean, you're in the realm of algorithms and AI and computer AI, bots and stuff like that. I
Right.
mean, do you think that this is plausible? I mean, based off of kind of what this sort of synopsis is, the article.
I don't know, dude. Like we're talking about some Matrix type shit.
Yeah. Well, it says a scientist devised a computer algorithm which may have led to a transformative discoveries of energy and whose very existence raises the likelihood that our reality could actually be a simulation. So the guy from U.S. Department of Energy, Princeton Plasma Physics Laboratory, uh, says the algorithm employs an AI process called machine learning, which improves its knowledge in an automated way through experience. So does that mean that this?
It means that it's using so machine learning is like taking samples of data
Mhm.
over and over and over and over again and determining is it real, is it what you're looking for, is it not? And the more bits of data it gets to analyze, the more precise it's going to be and the more accurate it's going to be to predict things or to be able to say yes, this is in fact what you were, whatever bit of data you were trying to find or whatever.
So in that case, then how is that sort of saying that we live in sort of a Matrix type world then?
I don't think that's what that's saying. That's what
Okay.
they're saying. They're saying that that's what they're using to try to determine future problems.
Uh huh.
Nature, nature.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? What's the word I'm looking for? The catastrophes and stuff.
Right, right. I got you now. I was thinking that it was sort
That's
of
what I
like,
think it's trying to say.
yeah, probably. I mean, you know, but I mean, it's, I don't know. I mean, do you think this whole world is a Matrix type of simulation?
I don't.
Huh?
I don't. No.
No, you don't
Could
think
it be?
so?
I suppose. You know, but not necessarily. I'm not.
No, it's not really.
Yeah, I'm not thinking it's really a thing.
I mean, what if it was though? Like, what what would
Yeah.
say that this place is not some sort of, you know, preliminary testing ground? You know, that
I mean, and people have said stuff like this before,
uh
and could it be, whatever that maybe, but it's just not something I'm willing to.
to accept or just willing to sort of fathom.
Yeah, I don't even know if accept is the right word. Just not something I think is real.
Right. Okay. I mean, because it is sort of hard to understand, if not cope with something like that, if it was sort of reality, because I mean, think about it. Okay, let's just take the movie The Matrix for example. If they were using us for batteries, hypothetically, right? Okay, and we
Okay.
learned about this in our reality that we know of right now, and we learned that there's this alternate whatever. What I mean, that even so, that type of scenario is still heavy in itself. And if we put that to a reality sense, uh, you know, that's going to cause a lot of panic.
Yeah.
A lot of you know a lot of people going crazy. I mean, that's. I mean, think about it. I mean, how would you be able to take something like a Matrix type of reality? Like you just learned this, you just realized this, you know, and they put you back in to go like you come tell me about it. I go, you're fucking crazy, you know.
Right.
I mean, that's something that you can't really explain, you know. I mean, it's like a video I seen where this guy was doing plumbing underneath his sink, right? I know it's kind of a little bit over on the other side of the fence, but he sees this sort of dark hole, right?
Okay.
And he goes through the dark hole and he comes out of his own sink, right? And so he gets up and he looks around his own kitchen. It's just something's weird. It's different decorated, you know? And then he meets himself like 50 years later. And he has a video of himself doing this. These are sort of like different things that have sort of popped up. Like, again, we've talked about how Bigfoot is sort of moving in different directions through portholes. I mean, what if that's true?
You said that.
Well, no, I'm saying, what if that is true? You know what I mean?
I can't get on board with that at all.
But it's the same thing as with the Matrix thing.
I can't. I'm not getting on board with that either.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I mean, it's just the same principle. I don't know. It's a crazy. It's a
It's
crazy.
crazy for sure.
it is a crazy thing to think about because, you know, in this sort of vast space we live in or occupy, right?
Right.
You know what is there to say that there's other things out there or other a bigger you know solar system that's playing with Jenga with our solar system, you know. It's just it's too much to sort of fathom, you know. It's almost like the Indiana Jones movie, the Crystal Skull got bashed because it had aliens in it, you know.
Good.
And the point of it was not about the aliens, the gold, or nothing like that. The point of it was their gold was the knowledge, and not one person can handle all the knowledge, you know. So, we maybe we just because we've only unlocked 10% of our brain, we can't
that's
handle, that much. Because what happens if we open up the 90%?
So I'm gonna guess that you're 100% on board with this.
I'm about 50-50
Is that right?
because I wouldn't say it's too far fetched to say nah that couldn't work. You know what I mean? Or this couldn't be an alternate reality. You know, but then I wouldn't say that that's kind of crazy talk too. If
Well,
that
no,
makes
bro.
any sense.
I mean, you know it doesn't.
Well, I'm just, I don't know. I can't put myself on either side because I don't.
Well, let me ask you this:
Okay,
you believe Bigfoot could be moving through portals?
that's
I'm
just
asking.
that's just one theory.
I'm asking. You think that could be a possibility?
I could probably say yes. That's probably a possibility that he could probably be moving through. You know, that either he's very good at camouflaging, right, or and he moves very very quickly to get one from point A to point B,
Right.
or there's possibility that somehow this creature has been able to move portholes and move from one point to another. Not to say that that's true,
Right.
but then again, I mean, there's people who believe the Earth is flat too, and that NASA is manually curving the pictures to make the Earth look round.
What do you think?
I think the Earth is round.
You think the Earth is round?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, wouldn't you be able to tell if it was flat?
I do. Yeah, I can tell.
Oh, can you? Okay.
Yeah, and it's definitely flat.
Do you realize when people say, not this is sort of off subject, but when people say that Florida has no mountains, and I go, ha, you're full of shizniz, and they go, why? I go, there's one mountain in Florida that you probably don't even realize, and that's over there in that what's that bell tower in Florida, the Bach Tower. You ever heard of that?
The Bach Tower?
Yeah, over there in Florida. I mean, over there in mid Florida. It's I think it's in just south Polk County. I think it is something like that.
Hmm.
But it's a tower that
And
was
it's
built as
a
a
mountain?
shrine, and it was built on top of a giant iron mountain. Like this thing is just one iron mountain plate, which is the highest point in Florida.
Huh.
And they also have a deal to where it's kind of like I don't know if you're into ghost deals, but they have a thing where you pull up this line and you put your car in neutral, right?
About this, yeah.
You've heard
Have you
about
done
this?
Have you done it?
Many times, many times.
You're into it. You like it?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty interesting. I can't remember what it's called, but it's you put your car in neutral. Spook Hill, that's what it's called. You let your car roll up the hill at about 15 to 20 degrees uphill, and supposedly it's supposed to, the ghost is pulling your car up the hill, you know. But the Bach Tower is built as a shrine, a temple, a resting place for, I think, the guy's wife. So, beautiful place though, very beautiful.
Oh, is that right?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, just the land itself and just the tower itself is beautiful. But do I think that we are alone? Probably not. I
Like
think
the universe.
I mean, you know, here's the thing. Religiously, I have to say no, that we're not alone. I mean, we are alone. You know, but in reality sense, no, I don't think that we are, because our space is so vast. You know what I mean? There's places that we're finding that we had no idea that were even there 2 years ago. Galaxies upon galaxies upon galaxies. So here's my question. There was a movie that came out. I can't remember what it was, but they sent a signal out to space, right?
Okay.
And they got a signal back, but
I did hear about that.
they got something else back, but it wasn't the signal. You know what I mean? Battleship was one of the one that comes to mind now. You ever heard of Battleship? It was a movie. It was a movie based on the game.
Okay.
But basically, what happened is that this place in Hawaii sent a signal into deep space, into this one, whatever, gamma, alpha, theta, beta planet, right? And they've got a response back. They got a really big response back when ships started coming back to Earth. And then they were going to send another signal out to send back more people back to here.
The ships we would send out were coming back?
No, the signal. It was a signal through a satellite. Through a highest point in Hawaii. And they were sending out a signal to the deepest part in space. And that's the question. Is what happens if we send, or if we have sent, because I know we've sent a probe out to deep space a long time ago, like about 3 decades ago or so, that it was a recording of like different TV shows and different radio songs and music and all this other stuff, magazines, and it was sent out into space, just floating into deep space. Maybe hopefully one day that something would pick it up and maybe bring it back. You know what I mean? Because I think it even was equipped with some sort of like map or GPS at the time. But that's the question: is like, what happens if we send a signal out there into deep space like that, just like in the movies, and something comes back?
And it's hostile.
Well, either hostile or not, but just something comes back.
I mean, that scares you?
That makes me a little bit nervous, yeah.
I mean, it don't make me nervous, but I mean, it is what it is.
But I mean, if it comes back hostile, then like, what do you do?
if it comes back hostile,
I mean, like, what
you
about like
you
War
you
of the Worlds
put your
type
head
of
between
thing?
your legs and you kiss your ass.
Pretty much. I mean, like, if it's War of the Worlds or if it's like
Well, who
Predator or
knows? For all we know, well, if they made it to us, they're more advanced than us. So yeah, we would probably have to kiss our ass goodbye.
okay, well, let me ask you a question then.
Okay.
If you had a choice, if they gave you a choice, right? Like if they rounded everybody up, right? And they go, you have a choice. Either come live and serve us or you die.
I'd be like, take me to your leader, and I'd shoot that motherfucker in the face.
And what about and then what about, the rest of them? Like what about, the family? What
I
do you
mean,
what do you
they
do?
better have a gun. You
everybody,
know what I mean?
everybody be strapping, you know?
How crazy would that be that they were super advanced, but their armor knows nothing about like rudimentary bullets, and we just rip through them with just the most generic ass 22 or something. It just shreds them.
They come in like Rambo, you know?
They come in all badass like we've got fucking lasers and shit, and we're like, all right, and we got a minigun and we're just aimed right at them and it just rips them apart because they don't even know how to deal with just projectiles.
And then the slogan would be "Come get you some," and that would be the
It's just,
close up.
it'll just be Matt the Savior on a bulletin board, my arms crossed, looking out to the sky like I'm a hero.
And then
You
you've got two,
know,
Gatling
huh?
guns on both sides of the on your left and right arm. You know what I mean? With bullet, chains going across your chest like Rambo. You know.
Yeah, I'm just like holding one of the alien scum up with by their neck with one of my hands.
Your boot is like crushed against their throat. Just firing at them. You know.
Yeah, I'm like choking them with my tater tots.
But I
I'm
mean,
holding one of them up with my butt cheeks, just squeezing them.
but I mean, what like that would be so insanely crazy if they just came over here and just started like just terrorizing everything, you know.
It would be nuts.
Because they even say that they may be, walking around now like amongst us,
Yeah.
looking like us.
Have you ever met Belly? I mean, he doesn't quite look like us, but that's how I knew right away.
That he was an alien.
Oh, he's not from this world, that's for
No,
sure.
I mean I can agree with you on that. He's a little bit far out
He
there.
is not from this world, that's for sure.
But no, I think that with us as a human race, if something were to happen like that, I
What
don't.
if something already did, like COVID?
What do you mean, like COVID?
Like, what if they're the reason that we got struck with COVID? They were trying to kill us off.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. I mean, I always said that the COVID thing was sort of a litmus test to see how humanity would do to some sort of virus that would get out like that.
It was
But
the aliens, bro.
they also have said that in like the Midwest there was some sort of like alien war that they've had on some sort of Indian reservation inside a mountain. You know.
Yeah, when we were killing Bin Laden. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's some sort of alien, like spaceship alien war. I don't know.
We killed him.
But I mean, what do you think? I mean, do you think that's sort of crazy that maybe like they're living amongst us, like Men in Black type of thing? You know?
There were aliens, and they were intelligent enough to get here already and like do it unseen and stuff. Then absolutely, they're here.
Yeah.
Well,
You,
and
you,
and they might be our famous people.
they could be. I mean, Tom Cruise.
You know what I mean? Some of them are so out there, and they're just like, oh, well, it's just because they're geniuses. Like geniuses are hard to talk to and stuff. And it's like, okay, maybe he's an alien.
Oh,
Maybe,
Tom
and maybe
Cruise. I
that's
mean.
why they succeed so well, and then they go fucking nuts, and they're all Scientologists that
Oh, no, no,
believe in
no,
like
no,
aliens dropped us off
no.
here. Let's go, bro. We just cracked the case.
We
Super
don't.
famous people are aliens.
We're not talking about those group of people. I'm sorry.
Super famous people are aliens. We just cracked the code. That's why they're into Scientology. They're like, yep,
Here we go.
nailed it.
We have the utmost respect for the Scientology
No, I
community.
don't. No, I don't. No, I don't.
But no, I think that aliens, could possibly be, here
I mean, it
enjoying
might
our
be. That's what I'm
company.
getting at. Maybe
Yeah, I think they are. I mean, look at there was a story that I saw the other day where
they exist.
this
They're here.
this guy he had this paneling done on his his house, right? His what a
Like
trailer
that
house,
vinyl
whatever.
siding stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he saw this light in his backyard, right? And it shined directly onto his side of his paneling, his siding. So then he walked out the next day and he saw like a cone of like his paneling sort of faded. You know what I mean? Like just in that spot. Well, he was like, that was sort of weird. So he went back inside and, kind of made a couple phone calls and they heard a bunch of banging. He was like, what's going on? So he walked outside and it was this company just replacing that section of siding. And that's it. He goes, dude, I didn't call you guys or nothing. He said, don't worry about it. It's all under control. We got it. Don't worry about it. Just go back inside. But I mean, that's sort of crazy to where things like that happen and all hell breaks loose. People start to show up.
Yeah.
Like there was another story of the Men in Black that got caught on camera, and these two guys walked in to this hotel room or hotel lobby, and they talked about to this one person. The person they talked to got a real eerie feeling to him, and they described them as identical twins. Same facial structure, same weight, same shoulder height, same everything. Black shirt or white shirt, black tie, black jacket. Everything head to toe the same, like copies, like both of them copies.
Okay.
And they were asked about,
Freaked him out.
huh?
Freaked him out.
And they freaked him out, and they sat there and they asked about the people that they were looking for, and they couldn't find them. So they said, "Okay, we'll be back later." And they were looking for the person who was talking about aliens, and getting people into, trying to, what their experience is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I mean, these people seem to be real. You know what I mean? I mean, why be caught on camera?
Like humans?
Huh?
You think if aliens are real, they would look like humans?
Well, I think they would try. You know what I mean? I think they would really try to look like us and to, mimic us. Because they even say like, the English language is the hardest language to learn.
Yeah. That's because we have like silent letters and shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So you can learn Spanish, French, German, whatever, but so therefore if they're trying to copy us as a human race, I mean, maybe they have an issue trying to do that. Maybe they have problems and they're trying to look like us, but they can't just get it right. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
I mean, I don't know. I like my theory that the famous people are aliens.
All right,
Which
so
that means they look better than us.
I'm gonna go to the live shot, right? Because I just found um, the video.
All of these identical
Yeah,
guys.
see these two guys right here, right?
Uh huh.
These two
Yeah.
guys who walk into the hotel lobby, right? And they look exactly the same.
Sovar
They're
reported that the
dressed
witnesses
the same.
described the men
You
as
and I-
tall,
you and I could
black
dress the
suits,
same, too.
black hats, identical faces, extremely pale skin, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, and abnormally large eyes.
You know what I mean?
A woman
No eyebrows, no eyelashes, extremely pale skinned. Identical looking in both faces. Right down to the eye color. We can't do that without
Me.
wearing contacts or something.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's like not like it's impossible. It's just
But they would know. People would know.
woman who spoke with the men claimed that she felt that the men knew what she was
Maybe.
thinking. Is this video proof that the MIB exist? Or is this video simply an internet hoax?
Can I be 100?
Now, here's my question for you, right?
okay.
If
Alright.
you had these guys come up to you to your house, right?
Okay.
And go, hey, such and such, we're whoever, whatever. We need to
Okay.
talk to you, and you need to answer our questions. For one, would you answer the questions?
It really depends on what they asked.
Well, if they ask about the aliens and stuff like that.
Like if I believe in aliens.
No, like if they asked about like what your experience was. Like what?
Well, in this hypothetical situation, what was my experience?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like if they asked, let's say you did have some sort of alien encounter, and you started telling everybody because you were like, "Holy shit, this is real." You know what I mean? Because in your mind, it was real that you had this encounter, right? So if they ask you about it, I mean, would you answer their questions? Maybe.
I mean, I suppose I probably would, yeah.
Okay.
Especially if they looked at threatening or something, intimidating of any kind.
Well,
I
would
don't know,
you?
I probably would, just because I'm not one that's like I'm not looking for trouble. You came to my
Yeah.
house. Like, what do you want to know?
Right, and that's what I'm saying because I know how you are, and
You
I'm like,
obviously know more than I do about
yeah,
it.
and
so
I'm
we
like,
need to know.
and I'm like, I'd be like, I'm thinking like you would get real aggravated with it and be like, you two guys go fuck off, you know what I mean? But okay, so if they told you, if you told them the story, and then they told you like, all right, well, if you tell anybody else, we're going to place harm on you and your family, and
I'd be calling you immediately.
huh?
I'd be calling you immediately. I'd be like, bro, you won't believe what just happened.
And they tell you,
and CIA type shit.
and they go, listen, sir, you cannot tell anybody at all. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. If we hear that you tell you that we will blah blah blah. Yeah, same old story.
Trying
You
to
know.
kill me or something?
Would you laugh in front of their face, or would you take it serious, or I mean, like what? I mean, be honest with you, I would think that you would probably laugh at them.
Laugh right in their face?
Yeah, that's what I would think, that you would laugh.
I don't know. I don't think you would. I think you'd be like, yes, sir, no, sir.
No, I'd laugh at them. But they come at me like that, and I go, dude, what the fuck? Who are you? You a bunch of pranksters? You know what I mean?
You a bunch of pranksters?
I mean, come on, get off my property. You know what I mean?
Get out of here with your pranking ass.
I said, listen, man, we could do this two ways. You get off my property, or we'll have to do it another way. You know what I mean? But either way, you're gonna get off. I don't give a shit. You know what I mean?
Hey, what's the matter, you?
So
Get out of here, you. Hey.
But I mean, if they threaten you to keep quiet, would
tell him to go pound sand.
Would you keep quiet?
I don't know. If it seemed like they had some kind of something to say, I guess, I mean, I'd probably respect it.
Yeah. You would.
You know what I mean? If I felt like they could really seriously put me in danger or something,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want none of that. I ain't looking for that.
I don't know. I'd be like, look, don't be coming at me with all that noise. You know what I mean? I don't need your Men in Black nonsense. That's that'd be too much, I think. That would be.
I hope I never find out.
I hope I don't either. I don't need that kind of drama, to be honest with you.
You love drama.
No, because I mean, then they come around, then they start asking questions, and it's like, look, dude, just relax. It's a radio show, it's hypothetical. But I don't know. If they did come around here, I mean, definitely I'd record it. You know what I mean? So I'd have it all on camera. But what would you do, though? What would you do if you did get abducted and you couldn't tell your story?
I think I'd wait a little while until I felt like it was safe, and I'd still tell the story.
Yeah.
If I really felt like I needed to be quiet about it.
Do you think they'd laugh at you?
That's a tough one, man. Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
What's wrong? Did you get abducted? I think Matt got abducted.
You got abducted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you now.
All right, Jesus. That was stupid.
What happened?
My mouse clicked off of one screen. It clicked on the damn the damn what's it screen, and then it acted like I was trying to leave the call, and stupid shit. Nothing makes sense. My whole life's a lie.
That's what's going on.
Yeah, my whole life's a lie. Yeah, where we were talking about aliens, are like disrupt stream, disrupt stream. Wait, I don't know why they sound like robots, but
I don't know. I don't think that we would probably be alone. To be honest with you, I think that
in a way, I hope we're not. But in another way, it's like, what's taking so long? Why don't you just
yeah? Why don't you come out?
Why don't you just come on out?
Why don't you say, hey, listen, what's up? Hello, I'm ET. What's going on?
And maybe they do, but only to the powerful people, and that's why we get like 4 times more like ridiculous tech every year. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, the new fastest thing, and then next year it's like, this is 4 times faster than the last fastest thing, and it's like, well, how'd you do that?
True.
Oh, we're amazing is why. We're Apple. That's how.
We're amazing.
Because we're Apple. Yeah, that's why.
So, do you think they might have some good like Jiffy Pop?
The aliens?
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably call it something completely different.
They probably do. I mean, but probably something that blow your mind or my mind.
I don't know. I've done some crazy shit, my man.
Yeah, but this is alien shit. Come on. I mean, think about it. If
that doesn't even sound like my whole night.
You just sit there and they sit there and go, hey, man, you want to try some of this? And E.T.'s going, okay, man, I'll try some of that. He goes,
cheap shit.
He goes, man, this is nothing, right? He goes,
right.
Hey, here, you try some of this. And E.T. hands you this, and you go, okay. So you take a whiff of that, one puff, and you're down on your ass.
Down and out.
You're seeing the trees are moving away from you. You know, the water is coming up and saying hello to you. How are you?
Man, I missed that.
I mean, that'd be some power. That's just one hit.
Yeah, I miss talking to the water.
And E.T.'s over there doing a half a joint.
Yeah, they're like, what's wrong with the human? He hit some Goflugga club, and now he can't see straight.
He's down and out.
Typical humans.
Oh boy said he could handle it, but he can handle it. What's going on?
He said he was the best drug user of the world. He couldn't even handle half of a good fluggly clug.
And I'm sitting there laughing my ass off. Said Matt's down and out until he hit it. Then I'll be down and out too.
Do what now?
I said Matt's down and out. I said till I hit it, then I'll be down and out too.
Oh man, if I can't handle it, you damn sure ain't it. Let's be real.
I tell you what though, we did with Mark the bartender. We did a show where Mark pulled out. I think it was like the bottle was like I think it was like $100 and something a bottle, and we factored out to be like $30 a shot.
Yeah, the one that you just like poured up your nose and then
Yeah.
tried to vomit.
So I was thinking, I was like, man, boy, if I just took a bull tug on that jizzoin, right, and just tugged at it like I normally do, I'd probably be out for 2 days, especially from ET. ET be like, damn, what happened to Bull? We ain't doing a show now, But that would be pretty funny. I'd probably try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That'd be kind of cool. But what's to say that they do come and it's sort of hostile?
What's to say they did what now?
They come and they're hostile.
Yeah, what's to say that they are hostile?
Like then, what do we do? Do we defend
I
ourselves?
don't think they're gonna be.
Do we offer ourselves as
No,
sacrifice?
they're not hostile. We just see what we got. We see what they have to teach. We learn a thing or two about a thing or two.
Okay, so if they go, hi, we're aliens and we're bigger than you. Oh, we're gonna learn from you, and he shoots your neighbor. What's that? What's learning from that?
Wait, say that one more time.
If the alien shoots your neighbor next to you and they go, hey, I want
They
to
said
learn
they
from
weren't
you.
hostile. We were going under the scenario that they weren't hostile.
Oh, I thought I was just asking if they were.
If they came up and shot my neighbor,
Just for
I'd
the
be like,
hell
yo,
of it.
bro, WTF? You know what I'm saying?
But if they
That's my
look
neighbor.
like Predator or Alien, like, what are you gonna do with that?
I'm going to try my best to shoot it
Uh-huh.
and die probably in the process
I don't know.
because the thing sounds terrifying.
Well, especially with Alien. I mean, that's a horrible creature. I wonder if they came up with Alien. I mean, what would they look like if they looked like Alien? Like it would. Boy, that's hard to fathom right there. I think. You know what I mean? That's hard to really.
If something crazy creepy like that, I don't even know if I could. I don't even know.
There was a movie, I don't know if you've ever seen it, that came out back in the 80s, right? And it was a movie called Howard the Duck. You ever remember? You ever seen that?
Oh yeah, I saw Howard the Duck.
Yeah, you remember the aliens? That
Do I remember the aliens? They were ducks.
No. That was Howard. I'm talking about the aliens that were after
They
Howard.
were aliens too, weren't they?
Huh?
They were aliens too, weren't they?
They were aliens, yes, but they were from another world.
I'm saying the ducks were aliens too, though.
Right. Howard was, yeah. He was from another world.
There was other ducks other than just Howard.
Right. Well, the one that came to Earth was just Howard.
Right.
That was a good movie, though. I liked that movie.
I don't know if "good's" a word you can use, but it was a movie.
Come on. It was
a movie.
Howard the Duck, come on.
It's nostalgic. Again, good.
What's her
Good is
name?
relative.
What's her name? What does she play on? I can't remember. I can't remember her name. She played on Howard the Duck too. Her.
Ah, Jesus.
I can't think of her name.
Breaking stuff. I don't remember.
Yeah. But I mean, if they look like these guys right here, these little claw-like creatures.
Hold on, I gotta get back over to the live because the whole disconnecting thing that happened.
They look like these.
Oh
little,
yeah.
his little.
Well, that's Howard. Yeah,
That's
then there's
yeah,
the
that's
alien.
the yeah, that's the alien guy.
I
You know,
did forget about those guys.
if they look like him, wants to say that they would, come and destroy us and eat us and turn us into zombies.
Kind of reminds me of Men in Black.
Yeah, it does kind of Men in Blackish.
I remember one of those exact like looking creatures in the
Yeah, it was.
control room or whatever.
It was a roach. I think a giant roach. I think it was.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
But the other scientist guy that's in there, you know what I'm talking about, the one that was possessed with the little alien guy, right? He went to court for, I think, for child pornography or something like that. You know what I mean? The actor guy?
That played the duck.
No, not the duck. The scientist guy. He played the other scientist guy that got possessed throughout the movie.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, he got something with court with child something. I don't know. But
Geez.
let's do this. Let's take a break. When we come back, we talked a lot about the Matrix.
We talked a lot about the Matrix.
We did. There's another story that deals with, of course, North Carolina, right? A dog and his choice to choose what kind of life he lives.
What?
Yes. A dog,
Right.
North Carolina, and the choice that he wants to live as a dog. We'll get to that more.
He's identifying as a dog?
He's not really identifying as a dog. The dog is identifying as something. And the owners couldn't handle it.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll get to that more. Social Reload Show. Don't go away. Be back in a minute. Bulls Radio Lounge Social Reload Show. How's everybody?
I'm terrible.
Terrible.
No, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good.
It's a Monday. You know what I love about Mondays?
What do you love about Mondays?
The Social Reload Show.
That's true at 9 o'clock every Monday.
Every Monday, right here.
Don't forget,
Full Radio Lounge.
every Tuesday as well, 8 o'clock, Bull and the Bartender Show. And then sprinkled in here and there. Bull's Thoughts. I've been trying to...
Yeah, I saw you've been picking up on those.
Yeah, I've been trying to do a little here and there.
Little bit of Bull's thoughts for your ass.
That's true, man. You know, what can you do? Gotta put cots down there. That's what we're
I
in
can tell you what to
business
do.
for. Huh?
I can tell you what I'll do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to them.
that's true. Listen to him.
I'm gonna go to Bull's Radio Lounge on YouTube, and I'm going to listen to all the most recent Bull thoughts, just so I can get a perspective on my co-host Bull.
And what's going on in his head?
Just you know, what kind of stuff is he thinking about? What makes him tick?
There's a
You
lot
know?
of things that make me tick. I can tell you that.
Oh, I know. But I want to hear if you know. So I can't wait to listen to them and really critique it and dig in. You know, like a toothpick and a molar. I just want to
like
get in there and just get dirty. You know what I'm
Fat
saying?
guy to a buffet, huh?
Like a fat guy to a buffet. I'm going in balls deep,
Jeez,
face
boy,
first.
you're just going in there, huh?
Going in there balls deep, face first.
Well, I thank you, buddy. I mean, that's
What do you saying?
I said thank you, buddy. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're an awesome guy, and
I am a gentleman and a scholar.
you are a gentleman and a scholar, and I can't thank you enough for being on the show. It's a pleasure to have you.
Your damn movie it is.
So I was kind of thrown out there to the wind about a story that kind of deals with a North Carolina. Well, I mean, it's not Florida, so that's a first.
That's good. Yeah.
North Carolina, a dog, right? And unfortunately, their owners. It's a sad story, to say the least, because the owner or the dog is coming out, and he might have some issues coming out, sort of say.
Is that right?
Yeah. So the dog is dumped at a North Carolina shelter because its owner said it might be gay.
Oh my God. You're
Yeah.
joking.
No, this is the Wall Street Journal and Weird News. Is it? No, Huffington Post. I'm sorry, Huffington Post.
It's the Huffington Post.
Yeah.
Man, they're running out of shit to talk about, huh?
The Fetzko is now looking for a new home after his previous owner said they freaked out after they saw him humping another male dog.
Oh my God.
And there's a story too.
Oh, let's hear it.
Tonight, a local dog shelter, or a local shelter dog, rather, is looking for a soft landing after being dumped by his owners because they say he's gay.
Thought you heard it all, right? A Stanley County Animal Shelter Facebook post says the dog's owner surrendered him to the shelter after he humped another male dog, which dogs do. Fezco, the shelter says, it's about 4 to 5 years
Are you
old, weighs
okay?
about 50 pounds. They say he likes other people, he likes other animals, he's a good boy.
I got nervous.
The shelter is asking for local rescues to step up and take Fezco into foster before he is adopted. Local county shelters across our area, Drew, they do so much work with such little resources. Any way that we can help ease the burden, step in and pull animals out.
So then
and
the
get
news
them
just takes it upon themselves to be like, go adopt a dog, they're getting full.
So
Meanwhile, we got people taking them in because they think they're gay.
I'm just sort of curious. So the dog is humping other male dogs. So apparently you think that he's gay. But then again, so you take him to a shelter because you think that he's gay?
What else do you do? You can't just,
The dog didn't bite you. The dog didn't leave poop marks everywhere. The dog's not scratching their butt because they're going through their period and leaving blood everywhere. The dog is just doing what kind of dogs may do.
Wow.
And you're taking him to the shelter because you're in fear that he might be gay.
Yeah, what if he's gay?
Like, who cares? What is it?
Well, they do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the big deal about that?
Hello? Gay dog. I really don't know, man. This sounds ridiculous to me.
Fetzel apparently humped another male dog, and the dog's owners assumed the canine was a gay-nine, and didn't want him around, so they left him at the shelter. Now the shelter wants to find a new home for Fezco. He likes people, other animals, especially male animals, according to a report Thursday on Charlotte County website. Although Scientific American notes that homosexual behavior has been observed in more than 1,500 animal species, the SPA says that it's common for dogs to mount and thrust against other animals.
Yes, I'm aware of this.
People now and objects including wadded up blankets, dog beds, and other toys, as a form of masturbation or as a response to stress.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me and dogs had a lot in common like that.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta sit there and just mount the pillow.
Oh yeah, I've done it. I've done it.
You know, I mean,
Sure.
so you've got a North Carolina couple who adopted this dog and said, "Hey, this dog is great. This dog is cool." And then all
Love
of a
'em.
sudden,
And
you
then you
know,
hump the dog.
all of a sudden, little Johnny.
Yeah, hey, now, whoa.
No, I'm saying little Johnny asked mommy and daddy and said, "Hey, listen, I saw this dog, kind of doing a weird thing to another dog."
Down and dirty a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's going on? What's happening? And then probably mommy and daddy freaked out and said, "Oh my God, little Johnny can't see this. That's too much for his 10-year-old eyes."
Wait a minute, is that a boy dog?
That's
my
a boy
dog's a
dog,
boy.
yeah.
Oh God.
Listen, my hedgehog is a boy, and he masturbates while he's in a ball
All the time.
all the time, and then he sucks it up
seen him.
dry.
I seen him.
You seen him? I mean, come on, it's on video. So listen,
Oh.
it's okay, all right? It's all right to have a dog that may like to hump other dogs. It's like, listen, if you get a dog that's male or female and they're solitary because they don't have another companion with them, don't you think that you'd be upset too?
I
Don't you
know,
think
man.
you'd be a little bit gummed up too?
Got the works all gummed up.
I mean, come on. You sit there for 2 or 3 years and you're like, "Hey, so you two guys are going upstairs to have a little fun, right?"
Just a little.
And then, so I'm stuck downstairs with nothing down. What's going on here, Chief?
Got my piddle in my pud. Over here piddling my pud.
It's like, come on. I mean, think about the dog. It's like you keep it for 12 or 14 years, and it's like they have no girlfriend, no boyfriend, no nothing. That's sort of solitary confinement, isn't it?
Poor dog.
Poor dog.
What are we supposed to do?
Wow, homeboy and whoever's going upstairs and getting their love life going on, And little doggy down here is just sort of stuck. He tries to peek in the door to see what's going on, but they kick him out.
Damn. He's like, but I was just masturbating.
Can you imagine just being the dog and just sort of walking the house and just, it's like, you're sort of like the janitor at school. You could just see everything that goes on, everything that happens in that house, whether good or bad. You could just see everything. So if the dog could talk, imagine what they would say.
Probably something like, "Hey man, I was just masturbating." Oh shit.
I mean, really. I mean, that's sort of crazy because it's like, the dog sees 110% about what goes on in your house. And like I said, if that dog could talk, what stories could it tell? What?
You probably tell a story like, I'm a gay dog, and this is my story,
And I'm sticking to it.
and I'm sticking to it. Check out my penis. It's in another dog.
Well, to be honest with you, I think that's sort of childish to sit there and to
And give up your dog.
give up a dog just because of whatever sexuality the dog chooses to do. If the dog chooses to be just like anything else, I mean, to me, I think any animal, whether it be I don't know, maybe big or small. I think they have their own sort of life, if you will. You know what I mean? Like, okay, take for an ant, for example, right? Us as humans, we think an ant really doesn't have much of a intelligent vocabulary, speaking. You know what I mean? But if you look at an ant's world, they may have their own language that they are probably communicating maybe even better than we are. We just take it for granted because we think that we are a higher species. We're the ultimate species.
Well, so far we haven't been disproven in that. Aliens, whenever you're ready. We already talked about that.
True, but I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, every animal species sort of has their own language that they use, that they talk about. I mean, a fly has 24 hours to live.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So what does it do in 24 hours?
It eats, fucks, and dies.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like
actually, I don't think that they fuck. I think it's a they inject their worms into rotting meats and things.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, just maggots.
Oh, okay.
Maggots are baby flies.
Right. But still, though, you have 24 hours to live. Is it? But in their world, in their realm, maybe 24 hours is like 20-something years.
To them. They don't know any better.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How do we not know that they don't know any better?
Because we're humans.
Right. That's what I'm saying. We're humans. We don't know what their world is. We don't know if their 24 hours is a lifetime to them. And they're...
Well, yeah, we do.
Not really. No, we don't.
Yeah, we've studied this. We were like,
well, okay, we've studied it, but we could study it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said we've studied it, so we know that they die after 24 hours.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So they die after 24 hours, but within that 24 hours, it may feel like a lifetime to them. Like time might slow down to them.
Stand still.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you had a time machine, right?
You mean other than the one I've already got?
Right.
Okay.
If you had a time machine, would you go back in time and change something in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah? Like maybe good or bad, or maybe a wrong that maybe you wanted to right, or make a choice that a little bit righteous,
Yeah. There's a couple things I would redo.
Yeah. I mean, I think I would.
I don't like saying I'd live with, that I live with regret or something like that. But I mean, there's definitely a couple things that I would try again. As long as I got to keep the knowledge I have now. Because otherwise, I might make the same mistake twice.
True, but I mean, if I had a time machine, I would go back.
In reality, if you do make that same mistake twice, it was meant to be.
True, and that is true.
Right?
What do you mean by meant to be? Like if you made the second mistake twice, it was meant to be for what?
Because I was just saying, like as long as I could have the same knowledge now, so I could choose to redo that mistake, right?
Yeah.
But who's to say that, say I'd go back without that knowledge, and then it lets me relive that moment again, and then I make that same decision again. That means it was meant to be. I was supposed to make that choice.
I got you now.
You see what I mean?
It's a choice that you can't change for the
even better. Though I tried. Right. I tried like hell. I even went back in time.
And it's a crazy realm to think about it, because You know, like for me, I'd go back and change a choice. You know what I mean?
Would you?
Uh, I mean, just for the better, to make it righteous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, make it right. Yeah.
You know, that's what I would do. If I wouldn't change anything else. You know what I mean? I would just change one choice to make it righteous. You know, because really that's all you need. You know, you don't. You know, what do you need to go back in time to make a gazillion dollars? You know what I mean? You know, it's just about, you know, making, you know, in life, about making the righteous choices. You know, and making sure that you know you because obviously you can't change the past. You know, but you know you can always change, you know, your future. But if you had a time machine to change your past, I think that I would do that. I'd probably make a choice to change for a righteous one. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
probably
man.
what I would do. You know,
Yeah, I could feel that for sure.
you know, because it's hard to, you know, because sometimes in life you make mistakes, you know, and sometimes it's hard to take some of those mistakes back. You know, but you know, like I said, if I had a time machine, I'd probably, you know, go back and just change the righteous to make it righteous. You know,
Yeah.
to make the situation righteous. But you know, unfortunately, you just can't do that. But yeah, it's crazy how things turn out. But I don't know. We were talking about the dog, weren't we?
What now?
We were talking about the dog, and then we got sidetracked with Back to the Future time machines. And would you go to the future?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Would you
Absolutely.
travel? Well, where would you travel to?
In the future?
Yeah.
Um, what are we in? We're in
2022.
probably go to 3,000.
3,000?
Yeah.
That's a good round number.
And then maybe 3,500 too.
3,500.
Yeah, why not?
I'd probably go. I'd probably go to about, I don't know, maybe 4. You know what I mean? 4,000. See where we're at.
Yeah, why not?
You know, because
what about 500?
like 500 years from now,
No, 5,000 I meant.
5,000, maybe 5,000. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's the problem is you'd have to see where we're at that point in time, because what happens if by the time we get to 4,000, we've destroyed the Earth,
Oh, definitely.
and
Oh, we've
we've
definitely
and
done
we
that.
destroyed the moon. You know, or we've destroyed something. I don't know. Or maybe we haven't. Maybe we've blossomed into this whole new arrhythmic, bohemian, joyful town of everybody loving each other. Sounds sort of weird. Like some sort of Demolition Man.
Hmm.
You've never seen that movie, have you?
You know I haven't.
Oh, I know you haven't. Demolition Man sort of had that sort of same thing, where people we're sort of in a new how do you say it, a new social order where everybody was nice to each other. If that makes
Okay.
sense. Does that make sense? Like, you'd sit there and go, instead of shaking somebody's hand, you sit there and sort of make a small little circle and, oh, have a joy day, stuff like that. Real, ugh, type of feelings. That's where you gotta show your feelings. Ugh. Let's see. So this is Demolition Man. If you've ever seen it, it's not a bad movie. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Is it playing? No.
You are an incredibly sensitive man who inspires joy feelings in all those around you.
Oops. Wrong one. Can you hear it?
You are an
No, barely.
incredibly sensitive man who inspires joy feelings in
I thought it was a good one, but it's a clip on what Demolition Man were. The computer talks to him.
who inspires joy feelings in all those around you.
Where he's, I don't know why it's doing that. Some weird video that I don't know. Anyways, but it's a good movie. If you ever get a chance to check it out, it has Sandra Bullock in it, Sylvester Stallone, Denzel Washington. I'm sorry, not Denzel Washington. What's his name? Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes in it?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes in it. He plays the guy who's like, crazy bad guy. If you ever seen it before, I think
Yeah, no, I haven't.
No, I know you haven't, but I mean, it might be a good movie for you to watch, like a good action movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Is it on Netflix?
well, no, I don't think it is on Netflix. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really looked on Netflix, to be honest with you. You might be able to look. YouTube might have it on like you can watch it for free with ads. If you ever do that. But it's not a bad action movie. To be honest with you, it's pretty good. It's a good movie. I think it's one of those ones that are like, nice little '90s type movie. It's got some good action in it. Some good little, one-liners between Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone. So, not bad. I don't think so.
Sylvester Stallone too, huh?
Yeah. Do you like him?
I mean, no.
No.
But
Okay.
some of the movies for sure.
Have you seen him in The Expendables?
No.
No. Have you seen The Expendables? No.
No.
No. Gotcha. It's not. That one's not bad of an action movie. A lot of people didn't really like it, but I thought it was pretty good. To be honest with you, I really like. I don't even know if I spell that right. God damn, I can't even spell. But The Expendables is where he's like this sort of like mercenary type of guy that does these sort of black ops, missions from the CIA. You know what I mean? So it's not bad. It's has a lot of different retro characters. Like Chuck Norris has a cameo in it. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a cameo in it. Who else? Bruce Willis. You know, a lot of different people sort of make their own little cameos.
Nice.
So it's not bad. It's you know, it's pretty funny. You know, he actually broke his back in that movie too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was saying in one of the interviews that he did like some sort of flip into a wall and that broke his back. You know, one of his vertebrae. You know, doing that. So it was he was out for a little bit, but he produced all these movies. So you know, they were his own films. Oh, and Jason Statham. I don't know if you know him.
Names. Oh yeah, from like Adrenaline or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what I'm talking about? Not,
Yeah.
That's not the name of the movie, but it was about adrenaline.
Yeah.
He had to keep his heart rate up.
Oh yeah. What's it called? A strange movie too. Crank.
Crank. There it is.
Yeah, Crank. That
Yeah, I
was a
know
very
it from that.
strange film. It was something about they rewired his heart to where if his heart, the battery stops or something like that, he has to. It was weird. I don't know. Very strange. I think as the films, I think he did like 2 or 3 of those films, and as they progressed, the last one showed like some sort of mobster guy. His head was inside of a glass box, and it was still alive or something like that.
Oh
So-
yeah, I mean, you cut off somebody's head, you got to keep it alive.
Yeah, so they figured out how to do
I
that.
love how you
So
agree with me.
yeah,
Yeah,
so-
that sounds legit.
But that was a very strange movie. I think it stars what's her name? What's the girl's name that it was his girlfriend?
Oh,
She
I
al-
can't remember, but I
Yeah.
barely paid attention to it while I was watching it.
She played in another movie, and I can't think of the movie either, where he like has to go save his girlfriend from another college or something like that. So, but I think it was like College Road Trip or something like that, a road trip or something.
Well, I remember Road Trip. I saw that.
Maybe it's Road Trip. I don't know. Is that the one?
Where they
where
had to go, like, he accidentally sent her a movie of him fucking another chick, so he had to go intercept the
yeah,
movie.
yeah. The chick that he was.
You know I saw that one.
Yeah. the blonde chick that was on top of him, right?
Yeah, what was her name?
She's the same one that plays his girlfriend in Crank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she's I
All
can't
right.
remember her name though. She's
I remember the scene in Crank when she's like doing them in the parking lot.
yeah,
in the
he's
middle of the
just-
road or
he's
whatever.
Just going to town on her. I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
he's like, look, I need my adrenaline pumping. Let's go, get busy. He's like, look, I'm gonna whip out my stinky dick. You get it on. I haven't slept in 4 days. You know, because he
Uh,
hadn't.
Yeah, he used to be a stunt guy, actually.
So I remember that
He
when he
used
was
to be,
getting when he was out in movies a lot. They were talking about that.
yeah, he used to be a stunt driver, actually.
Whatever
for-
happened to him? Like, you don't see him in movies anymore.
I don't know what happened to him. To be
I'll tell you
honest
what
with
happened.
He got cranked.
He got cranked right there on the set. People were like, "I ain't working with him no more."
Jeez, they probably thought, God, Amy Smart, that's her name.
Son. Oh yeah, that's her.
Amy Smart.
Yeah, but she was kind of dumb, huh?
Yeah, pretty. I guess. I mean,
I guess so. She ain't no movies no more either.
she's not doing movies either, huh?
I mean, for all I know, she is, but I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if she's even doing. I haven't seen her in movies at all.
Remember when everybody used to talk about all the phallic symbols that were like showing up in Disney movies? If you would like pause it at the right time, it would be like,
Yeah,
there's a
I
penis
remember
on the
that.
screen.
Yeah.
Or there's a naked lady on the screen.
Yeah.
Just like cut out little excerpts from like Playboys or something and glue it in the scene, and nobody would know
Right,
it
yeah.
happened so fast. I always wondered, like, how did that mom find that? She just happened to pause it at the right time and zoom in or something. Like, what in the what? Because it was always like some mom reporting, like, I found a penis. Or the albatross was flying by in Rescuers Down Under, and there's a girl taking a shower in there,
You know,
butt naked.
there's always been the old like myth or saying that Disney always has had people who sort of or the movies sort of like, i.e., Wizard of Oz, right? They said in the scene where it's a wide shot of the entire what do you call it, Oz land or Munchkin land,
I
right?
know what you're about to say. Yeah.
Yeah, the supposedly there's in that scene in the background, the very background, you see a elf swinging from left to right.
A lollipop kid.
Yeah, lollipop kid, but no, it's in the very back to where you
Yeah.
it's in the
Yeah.
shadows almost,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, supposedly, that's the myth is that the elf that played that character didn't get like a major role that they wanted to get, so they hung themselves going
On
back
the
and
set.
forth on the set. Yes, as they were filming.
Sounds like he counted his chickens before they hatched, huh?
Pretty much, you know.
He's like, man, I'm gonna get this role. I can pay back my bookie.
Yeah. And
And then
surprisingly,
the
a lot of
roll
those
comes and goes.
and a lot of those people who were actually on that set that played the little Munchkins were actually from Germany, and they were actually, you know, little people from Germany playing those roles.
Believe it.
So and
Germans are notorious for having a bunch of midgets.
so yeah, Disney has always been sort of mythed about having things sort of subliminally placed in their films. You know, whether it be
Yeah,
you
mostly
know,
penises.
penises or whatever it may be. Now, to answer your question, I would have to say that people who do this are one of two people. One, they have nothing else better to do, and they want to sit there and find something, just like in radio. People have nothing else better to do but to sit there and record and listen for something that they don't like, and then that way they can report it to the FCC. I've seen it myself, and it's not crazy talk because people have done it before, even to me. And they've even stopped me in a restaurant before to want to talk about my show back in the day, which was kind of creepy.
From the
The
Wait,
old
with
days.
Bubba?
Yeah. Yeah, I got stopped twice, actually. Once was at a Chili's where they wanted to shake my hand. And I can't remember the other restaurant, but they stopped. I think it was Applebee's or something like that. And they stopped me and they go, "Oh, man, I heard your show." And I'm like, this, and this. And I'm like, really? Do we have to talk about it like right now? You know?
got to.
You know, so the other ones are the people who sit there and they saw something, but they have no idea what they saw, but they saw something. So they rewind it and pause it. Like, for example, in the movie Demolition Man, supposedly you can see Sylvester Stallone's penis frozen in ice.
You definitely can. I saw it.
You know? Wow, okay.
Play it. We know I didn't see that movie, but I did see that part.
I mean, you could pause it. You could probably see it if you really want to see it. But I mean, stuff like that where you don't really are known to encounter it, but people are encountering it. So that's the answer to your question. Now, the people who are the trolls, they don't care about what happens to you or me. They care about shutting us up because they don't want us and they hate us, so they'll send us hate mail and whatnot, or whatever the case may be, because they just don't like us. I had that one time when I had a guy who believed that there was a flat earth, and this was a flat earth, and we lived in a world that was not shaped round.
And he legit believed this too, didn't he?
Yeah, he lives in Naples. He does his own little podcast, at least he used to, and I don't remember the guy's name. But I actually met the guy. He came up to the studio one time. Kind of a shorter guy. Kind of nerdy looking, actually. But he was a really cool guy. He just very believed. He didn't really like me because of my opinion. Because I think I called him like a weird, crazy guy that didn't know what the hell he was talking about or something like that. And he didn't like me, so he decided to troll and call my show every week and tell me how much of a douche I am because, I don't think the world is flat. And I told him, I said, listen, just fucking stop calling my show. I said, I refute you as a listener. I do not want you to listen to my show ever again. That's what I told him.
Wow, that's impressive.
I said, and I'm usually like, yeah, listen to my show, put it over. Yeah, do your thing, dude.
Right.
You're talking to me. You're calling my show. But it was every week. It was the same thing. It's like, bull, what are you talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm, dude, I don't give a crap. I don't care if NASA's like purposely, curving the earth to make it look round in their pictures. Okay? I don't care that they have a live feed and they have a lens on there to make the world look round. I don't care. It was just wearing me out, and I was telling him, like, dude, you gotta fucking stop. But,
Yeah, man.
it just, and that's how you get the trolls. You get the people who just want to listen to your shit just to shut you up because they don't like what you're saying, so they want to get their all panties in the wad and,
Don't like what you're saying.
I don't like it. It hurts me. It makes
It's
me not feel
stupid.
good. It makes me feel really poopy.
Stop saying it.
Gosh. You guys don't know what you're talking about. The world is flat.
You know the world's flat. I seen it.
I went up in space at 10 miles up in the air, and I seen it. You did? How'd you get up there? PlayStation.
The sun was flat too.
Huh?
The sun was flat too.
The sun was flat too? So we live in a two-dimensional world.
Yeah, man.
Jeez, wow. Man, wow. But yeah, Disney has always had the myth that they put in subliminal messages into their films, motion pictures, and whatnot.
What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean,
I'll tell you this. As somebody that's done quite a bit of art, I draw a lot, stuff like that. And every time I'm drawing something, I look at it and I think to myself, where can I add a penis? Because that's the one thing that's going to make this drawing better. Is if I just throw a little penis in there.
Where can you add a penis?
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
So if I'm thinking that, damn sure they're thinking that.
Well, of course, yeah. Why not? I guess that's what they're thinking, because Disney has nothing else to draw but a penis somewhere in the film. So
Yeah, right.
I found this one to where it says 35 films. We won't go through all 35 of them. That Disney has sort of made into or put subliminal things into their films. Disney's Mulan is told a girl can bring her family great honor in one way, by striking a good match. Both of Milan's victories over the Huns involved lighting explosives. Okay.
Huh.
That's different, I guess. In Aladdin, Genie wears a Hawaiian shirt and a goofy hat. Near the end of the film, as a tribute to Robin Williams' outfit in the 1989 short Back to Neverland, that was never filmed for Disney MGM Studios. So that's what Robin Williams wore. So there you go. That's not the kind of thing you're talking about, but I don't know. I thought it had something on there, but I guess it didn't. I don't know. What the fuck? You let me down, god damn it. Son of a monkey whore.
Come on.
Gosh, why is it all let me down? You let me down. I don't know. Disney subliminal messages exposed. Let's see. Some of those well-known, possibly most obvious subliminal sexual messages are said to be found in Disney's A Little Mermaid. There are two scenes that stand out, so to speak. One of the potential sex scenes occurs when Ursula is trying to trick Eric into marriage using Ariel's voice. What? That's weird. That's sort of
All right.
strange. Like, I never knew that they did that. Like that.
Huh.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
me either.
There's a
That's
lot.
not what I was talking about.
Yeah,
I was talking about, yeah, you know.
Yeah, so there's also the letters sex that are spelled out over the throughout the film of The Lion King. If you've seen that. You ever seen The Lion King?
Yeah, I've seen The Lion King. I love that one.
Well, okay, I can see that right here. Let me put on the live thing here. This is sort of strange. You see the stars up there from The Lion King?
Yeah.
Okay, I could see how this would be that,
Those are monkeys dancing or something.
you know.
Why is everybody trying to be so sexual and stupid?
I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing that I've seen of those two. According to a certain YouTube theorist, that's what it says. So basically, they were studying the films. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was I guess a slip in the film, as you can see here, as she falls down. You ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Oh, yeah, I love that one, too.
So there's nothing subliminal or even subtle about Jessica Rabbit's character in this not-for-kids Disney flick. She walks, talks, and acts, blah, 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 like a porn king. That I didn't really... I got that now, but I didn't really think about that then. Did you?
I didn't hear the question.
Like, she walks around like a porn queen?
I don't see that, no.
Okay. And her voluptuous assets are barely covered up at all.
Yeah, see, that's why I like it.
The hot button for this movie comes at the end with a car crash scene where after Jessica is thrown from the vehicle, her slit to the hip of her dress rides up, and you can see quite obviously no panty line. So right there. Right in those 4 squares right there. You see what I mean? If you're watching it live.
Yeah, she's so hot, dude.
She is for an animated cartoon.
She could get it.
She could.
I'd let the wife watch. I'd I'd be like, check this shit out. This is how it's supposed to be done.
One of the first Disney films, the classic children's tale, gets a different twist in a scene where all three pigs are celebrating the brick house, which the smarter brother playing music. Let's see, the picture hanging on the wall labeled "Father" is the image of a string of sausages. How is that subliminal? So let's see. Something with a string. Oh, right here. Oh. Right
Little
there.
sausage fest, is it?
What? No. This is the picture of Father.
Oh, yeah.
This is Father right here. The sausage is Father.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That's great. So right here, that's where Father is. Man, Father was good. Father
Sorry,
tasted
Papa.
great.
Sorry, Papa couldn't save you.
Sorry,
So we
Papa.
ate you.
My bad. Now, whoa. Okay, here you go. Here's your fallacies right here. Mickey and Minnie. Okay, one last one. I can see where Mickey and Minnie's blue dress is kind of looks like a man part, but come on, you really have to be looking for it. Mickey's arm is around Minnie's waist, and she's got her arm around his neck. And her shoulder is not intended to look like the head of a fallacies. And there you go. So there's Mickey and Minnie right here, right? If you're still with me. Yeah, maybe, kind of.
I see it, yeah. What
Okay,
about
okay.
it?
So
Oh, the penis.
yeah.
definitely the penis.
And then here is an up close, zoomed in version of it. So you see where.
I feel like that's really coincidence.
Do you think it's that much of a coincidence?
I really do.
I mean, I could see artist wise where this is the sleeve of her shoulder, right?
Yeah.
Like here's her arm, right? But if you're looking at it, because some images can be sort of illusional, right? That could be foreseen as
I see the penis.
yeah. I mean, you
I
could
totally see the penis.
yeah, you can see it like, you know. So, I mean, that
So
could
is she feeding Mickey her
her deal.
deal? He's opening wide for it.
I mean, if that's what he's into, I mean, that's okay with me, you know, whatever. Whatever Mickey likes to, you know, look at this picture. He's like, nah, I don't want that, you know. But I don't know. What is bladed, anyways? See, bladed.
Oh, you're breaking up like crazy.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. So there you go. That's Disney's.
Go back up. Scroll back up.
What for what?
Right there.
The Rescuers?
Boom. There's the proof.
What?
You see it? That's literally a magazine cutout. That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, we just
You're
talked
scrolling.
about this one. Yeah.
No, not that one. Scroll down.
Oh, this one.
That right there. There's a porn shot in the window.
The
Look
rest-
up.
Oh.
That's the one I was talking about.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
some mom found that. I remember that when I was like in high school or something. Some mom found
Oh,
that.
wow. The Rescuers film. Wow. I didn't even
Yeah,
know
that's what
that.
started this whole conversation. I was talking exactly about that one.
Okay. All right. Yeah. The Rescuer. Oh, wow. Oh,
Impressive, huh?
that's insane.
They called a recall on the movie.
Really? Yeah, it says an objectionable image could be seen in the background. In the version you can see online, there's a scene where a Bernard and a Bananica are sitting in a sardine can passenger seat on the back of the transporter bird. As they fly past a brick building, you can see a naked woman standing in the front of the window. Right there.
Let's go.
A naked woman right there.
Right there.
That's I didn't even realize that. Wow.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it around here.
Let's see, The Little Mermaid. Oh, geez. I don't know what's going on with The Little Mermaid. Well-known, possible, obvious, subliminal sexual messengers
There's penises in the cover.
are said to be found in Disney's Little Mermaid. There are two scenes that stand out, so to speak. One of the potential sex scenes occurs when Ursula is trying to trick Eric into marriage. It goes on to say, with Ariel's voice, the minister performing the wedding ceremony is quite excited, I guess. And the suspicious protrusion in the front of his trousers. That's gross. Because isn't she supposed to be like 16 or something like that? Right?
Yeah, she's like a teenager, I think.
Yeah, she's supposed to be like 16. Because I remember one day that Rob Gargiulo was talking about this on his show back in the day. And I sent him a text saying a listing of what the age groups of all of the Disney female characters were. And I want to say, if I remember correctly, that Ariel was 16 at the time. And I think Eric was like 18 or 19 at the time.
I think he was in his 20s, brother.
Was he in his 20s?
I think so.
However, the phallic castle is really obvious, even to someone not out to put forth a Disney conspiracy theory. It's actually
scroll up, you'll see it.
Okay. Hold on.
Scroll back up to the picture, you'll see it.
All right, hold on. Spectacular underwater castle with a smiling Ariel and Eric. Foreground. Let's see. Oh wow. Okay, I see it right there.
Yeah, big time.
See, that's crazy. Like, what?
Oh, it's there.
Why would you even put that on? Like, when you're the editor, right? Okay.
Do you think it's hilarious?
I think it's hilarious, yes. But you're the editor, right?
Yeah, he thinks it's hilarious too.
Why would you? Who?
The editor.
Oh, what I'm saying is, would you think that, okay, because kids are looking at this, would you think that that's sort of not really appropriate?
I definitely think that's not appropriate. That's what we're talking about.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, even Tangled right here, they're saying that on the cover it's spelled SEX.
What?
On the movie, the Disney movie Tangled.
What's spelled sex?
And her hair that she wraps him up with, right? I'm
Show me where it says
I'm
sex.
showing it live on here, right?
Oh, I do see it. Oh, man.
Right here, there's the S, there's the E, and then there's the X, and it shows it down here as it. That's
Wow.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, I did see it. I saw it right away, actually, once I looked.
That's insane. Like, I never knew about this.
I knew about that one. I knew about the rescuers.
Wow, I never knew about that. That sort of, I'm sorry, when I first looked at that sort of, you know what I mean?
That looks, yeah, that's pretty hello.
Yeah, that's sort of obvious about what's going on with that. You know, I mean, you got to be
What's going on back there?
You got to be sort of naive not to sit there and think that that's not, what's going on. But I probably think the most funniest one was the pigs and the wolf, or pigs and the sausage. The father, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That in the picture, that was probably the most hilarious, I thought. But
All right, man. Well, I think that's another Monday night.
I think so too.
Done and dusted.
We did. I'm trying to get our exit song out of here. So
Let's get her done.
let me,
Get her done. Go get you some, of course. Go get you some of that Social Reload show every Monday night. Go get you some of that Bull and the Bartender every Tuesday night. Hit the notification so you see all the Bull's thoughts
that's right.
right here.
That's all you got to do.
Oh.
Hit that notification button.
The Bulls Radio Lounge. That's right. Hit the notification so every Monday you remember too. Oh shit. Social Reload show is on. Right? Meow.
Right, meow.
Want to say meow?
Meow. All right, this is
yeah,
Social
man,
Reload
that's what we're
Show.
doing. We're over here just remixing, reloading your socials, if you will.
That's right. Don't forget to check us out 9 o'clock sharp every Monday night. Social Reload Show. Matt the Savior, Bull. I am in my 25-foot bunker away from all the COVID, what's left of the COVID zombies. Broadcasting you live from here. Matt the Savior is from his bunker, broadcasting live
Up in the sky.
in the sky. Thank you so much for the 4 viewers that we had. We hope we've been entertaining to your ears and not made them bleed.
Love you.
So,
We love you so much.
wow, look at that.
Come back every Monday at 9. And I'll talk to you like this all you want.
There you go. Man, boy, he's hitting the notes.
You like that? You
I
like
like
that?
that.
I hit the brown note.
So
Everybody just shit their pants.
I am Bull for my God damn it, Matt the
Yeah, I got
Savior.
'em all flustered.
Go ahead, man. Matt, do your thing.
Go get you some. You know me. It's Matt the Savior. Social Reload Show every Monday. Bulls Radio Lounge.
We'll talk to you next Monday night. Peace.